That looks tight enough.
That's good. Where's the brass ring? How do I get the brass ring on there? Hello?
It's been red tagged.
Oh, that's right, huh?
I need to take this red tag back to Harlan.
Fine. Why does someone always want to kill me? Always.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
I'll see you around.
Knock 'em dead.
Thanks, my dude.
It's locked.
I hate that sound. It's horrible. Ooh, that looks cool. I honestly don't want to find out how this game ends anymore. I'm too nervous. Oof, fuck. Hello? How do I go back? How do I get the brass ring on him? Hello? Ooh. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, I need Amelia's nickname, that's right. So how do I find out her nickname? Would it be horrible if I returned to the scene of the crime? I hate myself for it, but I'm gonna do it. I hate it. But now that I can, let's go ahead and explore. Nope, apparently I can't explore. Let's get out of here. Hate this place, it's horrible. Let's go back to the captain quarter. I don't know how to find out Kessler's wife's nickname. Okay, no new emails. See where the trapdoor spook tent is pointing to goes. What? There's a trapdoor? I didn't even notice that. Ingrid mentioned that Spook 10 is one of the effects Joy's dad invented. Something tells me that when I finish doing everything to Spook 10 that I'm supposed to, I better hold on to my hat. Oh, Jesus. That's all I need to fucking know, honestly. Oh, man. I don't feel like calling people right now. I feel like just going to Spook 10 and finding out what the fuck he's doing in there. Or what he's pointing at, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This is stupid. What he's pointing at? What trap door? What trap door? I don't know what trapdoor they're talking about. Oh. I honestly have no idea. I don't know what trapdoor they're referring to. Pointing at. Let's get out of here while I try to figure this shit out. I'm sorry, what? I don't want to go below. I'm fine, thank you. I am totally fine. Book 10 pointing to. What the fuck? I don't understand. Alright, so I cheated again. Let's go to Elliot's place and see if I understand where to go from there. Because there's just one thing that I just didn't notice.
That's a Poppy Dada.
I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, actually, that just reminded me. There was one other thing that he was being private about. It was this magazine thing. Collections, hot sheets, antique instruments, hot or not. That's interesting.
If Elliot wrote this guy's number down, maybe I should too.
Don't just get a horse, get a Kessler. Does it say anything about his, like, wife? Ooh, yes. Hold on. For many fanciers, you know what? Don't get a horse, get a Kessler. Article by Anton Sukov, professor of the modern American art at the University of Chicago, or Colorado, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to Chicago next month. An expert on antique carousel shares his opinion on the work of a controversial horse carver. For many fanciers of Philadelphia-style carousel horses, adding one of the wonderfully realistic creations of D.C. Mueller and Bro Company to their herd is as good as it gets. But I'm convinced that this is because so few collectors are familiar with the work of Rolf Kessler, surely the golden age of carousel's most underrated carver. Born in Austria in 1882, Kessler was a small man. A small man. I don't know why they have to mention his height or whatever, who always felt more at home with animals than he did with people. He moved to the United States when he was 21 in hopes of riding racehorses. Unfortunately, his reclusive nature and poor social skills undermined any talent he had as a jockey. Out of desperation, he began carving furniture out of wood scraps and selling them on street corners. In 1907, Kessler got an apprenticeship at the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, a top producer of carousels which employed many fine wood carvers. He lasted a day and a half, but amazingly, using what he had learned at PTC within a month, he had carved a carousel horse in his father-in-law's garage. Really quickly, Kessler's uncanny talent for horse carving no doubt came from his lost dream of riding racehorses. So within a year, he had used this horse to convince the mayor of Zamboni, New York, that the tiny coastal town should pay him to create Carousel. Okay, after marrying Ralph in 1909, Amelia said it was impossible for her not to love him as it was for her to live with him. It was impossible for her not to love him as it was for her to live with him. Though the phase of bloom may differ, a black rose can be found on every horse that Kessler carved. Interesting. From 1910 to 1920, Kessler carved horses for 4 more carousels, 2 in New Jersey, 1 in Pennsylvania, 1 in Connecticut. In at least 2 instances, he agreed to lower his price in return for being given his own private on-site workshop. His carousels always had 2 rows, which included 30 horses and 1 chariot. But by 1921, his severe mood swings and his angry insistence that the horses he carved existed as living creatures in parallel dimension had finally driven his wife Amelia away for good. When he realized she was never coming back, he put his carving tools and went looking for her. He put down his carving tools. It took him 2 years to find her. She died of tuberculosis soon afterward. No one knows what became of Kessler after that. Homeless, friendless, and now passionless, he simply vanished from history. Kessler is too often dismissed as lunatic, a mere poser. Poser! I love that fucking word. Sorry. Undeserving of respect because what made his work distinctive was in all probability the result of chemical imbalance rather than true genius. This is not fair. Ouch, that sucks, man. You know what? I'm going to look up Rolf Kessler right now and see if he's real. Because I don't know anything about carousels or like carousel horses and like Rolf Kessler. I don't think he's a real person. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I think he's a fake person. No one can gaze into the painfully expressive eyes of one of Kessler's horses or study the peaceful delicacy of his trademark black rose and come away unmoved. These are works of art. To treat them as anything less says more about us and our blind allegiance to conventional artists than it says about them. What if her like nickname was like Black Rose or something? Maybe. Elliot, do you know that I've been spying on you? Okay, good. I feel like I need to call Sukov. He probably knows her nickname. Yeah, let's call Sukov. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Sukov?
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I was hoping you could answer a question for me.
I'd be delighted.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spazi! That was it! Spazi! S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spazi.
Interesting.
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because, you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Oh.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his name, nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of art. Oh.
Did you hear about how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Are any of Kessler's other carousels thought to be haunted?
No, the one at Captain's Cove is a first. But I think I know what's going on. Someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about the black market, my dear. Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Wow.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is, but Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime, so not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
Wow.
Thanks for all the info.
Call again anytime.
See, he's friendly. Let's go to the carousel really quickly because I'm interested to see if that's the one that was stolen. I normally would want to... Yep, that's the one. That is the one. That's the one that was stolen. Bastards. Let's go back to the hotel because I can't handle anything right now. Okay, and then I'm going to call people again. Everybody I know, I'm calling them. Read an article in a magazine I saw in Elliot's. The guy who wrote it, Anton Sukov, and the phone number, really seems to know his stuff when it comes to Kessler and carousels. According to Anton Sukov, Amelia Kessler's nickname was Spazi. Oh my god, what's going to happen? Figure out what it means to give Amelia's nickname a spin on spook number 10. Oh, Jesus. Not looking forward to any of this. All right. Let's call my friends and family. Captain's Cove Police Department. Captain Cove's Police Department.